Okay, we're back for another episode of Let's Play Train Fever. We're up to part 2. Remember rightly, in the last episode we were building coach lines. What are we up to? January 8, 1852. Remember, just to sort of show how simple it was, and it's not the right mouse button, it's the left mouse button to draw a road. Anyway, I'm going to delete that little bit of road. I don't like it sitting there. It's going to impede me when I think, just looking at that roughly, I may have stuck my coach. I'm going to turn that off. My coach station here in the wrong place. Might have to move it along a bit, but that's not a big issue. You can actually just delete that. I'll do that quickly to make sure it's done. I can't delete it while I've got coaches in the way. But these guys, I mean, oh, here you go. I'll show them. If we want to get them out of the way, we'll just hurry them up. Where the whoop. Get out of there. Oh, that's right, another one. Down. Oh, they're going on loops now for some reason. You've noticed this happening a little bit lately. I'm not sure what's causing it, but anyway. Everybody's out of there. And by the look of it, I did put that in the wrong spot. And I'm going to scroll down. And it's a good thing to try and avoid doing that because you actually waste money. I'm thinking, where's my next town I'm likely to we're going to head up to Pilcher next, which would be the easiest way to get to it. Go around this way, or we might just extend our road out a little bit further. So I can actually bring the train line in here. That's not a bad thing because this will build up, you'll find. We just add a few more stops and it's easy to add stops once you've done it all. I mean, sometimes you do something you think, oh, what did I do that for, you know? I put that there. Now let's just check, you know, on bus line 1. I might have moved it a bit too far. Oh no, wrong bus line. Check it on. Okay, that's not a big deal. I can add station there. Alright. Just show you something else here while I'm doing that. Yeah, say I want to add other stops here. Working on the assumption that there will be other buildings out this way later. And they will build out here, believe me. Turn that into one. Add. Click on that. And it just renumbers everything. And while I'm doing that, we'll do the same with line 4. Line 4. That will possibly move it a little bit far. Oh, didn't mean to zoom out that far. I'm no expert at this, don't get me, you know, these just little things that I have found that work for me. Now those I could have added back that way to pick up on that first line. In fact, on this bus line I might just do that. Because then it picks up from 25 and goes to 1, alright? No big deal. Hit the delete key so I can see see they're still coming out this far, you'll watch. they're stopping at those stops that I just put in, right? Oh no, they shot past that one. That's probably on that other line that I didn't. I added 2 lines in there. But anyway, let's get on with this. I've got a slightly different array of. Always remember, I've got what do you call them? Mods connected. Already connected in here, so if I've got a few things that seem a little bit odd, that's what I've got mods. And again, you'll see here, I think again I've got that station in the wrong place. But I'll do exactly the same again. Move that. Might just add a bit more of that one here. But these will build out here, I can tell you. I've had that from experience. And I like to get my stations away so that I can actually build off them. I don't like a station that ends in a town too much, unless I determine that's what I want to do at that particular point. Okay, we'll settle that one there. Now this will be. We'll go there. Oh, close that a minute. Both close. Again, I'll do exactly. See, look, it gets to there and it thinks that's the end of the line and turns back, right? Again, we will add a couple of more little stops. You can pretty much assume that So what I'm effectively doing by doing that, notice as I click on the side of the road, the marker actually comes to the centre of the road. That tells me that it can pick up in either direction. Okay, 17. The last one there. Pull that down out of the way. Make that one 18, 19, 20. And I could just let it go back to there if I so chose, but if there's going to be houses here, or buildings down the track, and don't forget these stops are actually going to work for when you move on to buses and others. So your lines are going to keep extending. I know I'm running, I'm going fast, so I can't slow down. Okay, we'll do the same to bus line 2, right? Scroll right to the bottom, the last one there was Piraka Drive, and we'll go ta-da, 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 ta-da. I'll turn the music off because I'm not going to sing to it. Delete key, just get rid of those a minute. Now I'm going to put my other second station on. I won't go sort of too far with this because otherwise it gets a little bit too confusing and they start dragging out. Boy, that is one short line. But what if you sometimes you zoom in on, you see people walking along the road here. We'll just build that line. Connect these two towns together. I don't know if it's going to be very profitable over that short distance. Okay, now we'll connect this one. I like to do everything in pairs. This is my way of doing it. I've seen a lot of people do a single line, and I don't think that's wrong. But what I found is that you end up I found that where you come in and out, you've got to. I'd sort of gone and put passing lanes in here. Then I destroy bits of track, and I found this to be quite effective. Since I did this last update, I get a little. Whenever I've got an error, I get red lines and red things turning up in all sorts of weird places. Okay, that train's coming back on this line. It's click that. Now we want a signal to tell the train which way we can took off or not. There's another one taken off down the other way, and you don't want them getting jammed up. No, I had that early on. You got that one and that one. Now, we want to put a train station in somewhere, a train depot somewhere. And this is why I tend to have these. I can send this off to another line if I do this right. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do there at the down. I'll do that about here. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't like doing that. Just do as you're told. Well, there's sometimes after an update, you get these little strange errors that turn up. That'll work. That means I can now. What we're going to do is, just in case I got a train that's going to return to the depot from that direction, I need to. And if I'm going to send one out this way to this line, well, it's just these are little. Unfortunately, you can't put them super close together, which I find a little bit annoying. And we want a signal there. Signal there. And you're going to want a signal here. Now, so you don't have trains coming tearing through on the wrong way. I'll show you this. Now this is where the King Monty showed us in a video, and he was brilliant at the way he got his signals all set up. I'm just going to throw them in. They're only what? They're not expensive to have in there. I usually like to have a few more extra signals in. That means if a train comes to here, like later on down the track, I could have on a line 5 or 6 trains running up and down between 4 or 5 towns. I don't want them stuck way back there, you know. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make all these ones one way. Okay, I tend to not do that with those ones. But these ones here, where I don't definitely do not want them on the wrong line, and like that. Anywhere I've got points, I don't do them in one ways. Okay, here we go. Now you're probably gonna, you've all got that one. But no, you don't want, that's a road one. Here we go. Then we might just use that fellow there. Compare the cost. 18.6. 18.7. Whoa, these are a bit expensive, that fella. Particularly when you're starting out. I think I could afford 0.1 of a K. Variance there. Okay. Now to make this work, we need a line going between these. If you have a look here, I've left room to extend onto that line there. Now this is our first passenger train, right? First passenger line. So we go 1 ST PASSENGER TRAIN. Well, I hope that was spelt right. That's what I learned when I went to school. Maybe it was a Maori, I don't know. And we start there and we go to here. Now, look at your line manager, right? The train comes to here, and second train can come to there, stop at that set of signals, right? And then it goes back, straight away, immediately, right? And they're going right on the right side of that. Always have a good look at that. This here is really, really important. Now, remembering one thing here, I'm going to say this. All these coaches only run for 15 years. I think, if I remember rightly, you'll see it pop up at the bottom of the screen. You'll get that French, whatever it's called. I don't speak French. No parlez-vous français here. Hey, all my coaches are making money. So we know that that's part set up. So we can build the first passenger train. I don't go too big on these. I usually only go to about a maximum of 3 carriages, which gives me 18 passengers. And I like to see these fill up before I start. And they all, we're going to clone that. We want 2 trains, right? We clone it. Set all the passenger line 1. Train 2 is sitting in behind the other one. That's why it says waiting, right? Keep going, you little sucker. Oh, they've still got the doors opening on that particular depot. I've got one depot where the doors open on it. And it takes a wee while. They go back and forth a few times for the AI to kick in. Okay. We've got them running. Now to the next little interesting thing. We've got trains going and we want cargo. Now let's see what's happening with cargo. And you're going to want a cargo depot. Let's just start with a cargo depot. Oh, if I'm just starting out, I put these little ones here in. Now, see how I'm dragging it up and down the line there? You know, little bits can add up over time. That's 17.4 grand on that side, 14.9 there. Well, it's down to 13k, right? So I'm going to set up one line, then we'll call this video. I'll let it go through to 1856 probably. I don't want to bore you all stupid. Now that's where the and I'm going to do something a little bit different to everybody else that I've ever seen do this. The reason being, I've got mods that when I get to trucks are specific to a particular cargo. And then when I do that auto update, I click on these. I'll just quickly show you what it does, right? Vehicle line management. Assuming that the next lot of things I get for here, okay, we'll say that's going to be a stagecoach. You click yes. And I know Monty's showing you all this. There's a beautiful little circle here. It says that that line's already been rigged up, right? So when they get to 15 years old, they'll just auto replace. But if I happen to be into the 1930s and 40s, when they're cargo specific trucks, I want it to set that to perhaps a truck that takes wood. I'm going to create a wood line. Wood, not wad. Wood 01. Now you can do this whichever way you want. I mean, I don't think there is an absolutely right or wrong way to do anything. Like I think I've got about 1800 hours into the game now. One occasion I played one game out and got just short of $1 billion and the computer crashed. And I thought, well, I didn't go back and finish it. Now we want our first of our goods lines, right? Good. 01. Now you might decide to call goods cargo. Or whatever you choose. I just happen to call it goods. Or bads. Now, this is where some people, my son thinks I'm a little bit silly because I take a bit longer to get out to my, now we know I've got a, I don't think which town this one is. One way to find out, got a depot over here, this is Mayfield, right? I want 1, 2, 3 for my wood line, 2, 3 to my goods line. Well, I'll explain why I do this. My son picked up on the instead of just having one lot of coach, one lot of wagons going up here, he started this where he sends the wood to there, and then has another wagon that comes back. And what it did, it freed up. Yeah, we used a little bit more. We used a little bit more, but when it comes to changing vehicles later, we actually can do it. Actually, I don't need that open anymore. It's done. Can I find a wood line? Let's do something here. Now, most times on the likes of an item like the wood, the iron or the coal, I go for full load any. Don't do this because it just seems to hang. Not all. Back to that. Load if available just is okay for the likes of picking up goods, but this will stay there. The wagon will stay, the truck or whatever you're using will stay there until it's full. Sometimes when it's an oil well, it might sit there for hours or days because the wells run out of. I'll just speed this up a minute. There are our horse and carts coming. Trucks of the future. These are all Kenworths or Max. That's what a Kenworth looked like in 1855. Or a Volvo, I don't know. A 2 horsepower. Okay, we've looked at that long enough, but anyway. Now remember, these have got a lifespan of 15 years as well. And after 15 years you send them off to the, they go back to the stable and get shot and turned into dog tucker or dog food. But again, you order, like you're running with horse and carts right up till the mid or late 1890s. Then you get the little DMG truck. So when you see, what I've done to have, you'll see each time a new vehicle is reached down the bottom here, pause your game, go through and do your auto setup, and you'll see them, they'll change automatically. All right, we'll be nearly to December in a minute. I remember that date well. Can't remember what I was doing. I remember back then. Yeah, I'm an old fart. In December 14, I remember Christmas Day 1855 like it was yesterday. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Go and get goods first. Okay, now here's the if you get a chance to do your upgrade on your train, I'm going to show you this before I go any further. We'll let this run right through till I finish showing you this trick. We started it off. There's another train which came out, which is not a mod, that comes in after this, which a lot of you'll have. I prefer this like it just goes. It goes 400k. And I'm going to walk 1, 2, 3 wagons on. I'll set that. So when those other trains have hit, just make sure that you keep your money up here, okay? What I found, I don't know if it's part of the game or not. Then I click yes and I close that. I'm not sure whether it's because I didn't have enough money in the bank that I wasn't updating or what. But anyway, like I said, that loco, right? I shall go back to the train depot and I'll have a look and see what they're trying to explain something here. One of the things that you're going to be dealing with is times, right? My trains are on 115 seconds, my 2 little trains, right? But let me show you something. They do a top speed of 40 kilometres per hour. Well, in miles per hour, that's what, not even 25 mile an hour. But you go to this one, it does 85. 85 kilometres an hour is roughly 32 mile an hour. So this time this here you're going to find should drop. With your 2 trains on it, cycle, and the more you cycle your trains out, things back and forwards between stops, the more people use it. Have I got people waiting down here somewhere? Yeah, I'm waiting for my bus. See, look at that. Both my lines. I've got people waiting on the train, for the train. Did he miss the train? The train's got 1 of 18 on it. Let's have a look. And he's got nothing on him. But yeah, the AI is kicking in. But yeah, that's what you want, is to let your AI kick in a little bit. And if it's not kicking, I mean, if you want something, you can do. Okay, we've got 4 people all of a sudden waiting for that. Can we see them, but getting rid of that a minute? Here we go. See, the AI's kicked in there, right? If you wonder what you hear us talking about AI, artificial intelligence. And they'll come to get you, according to Stephen Hawking. Now little robots will get you eventually. You're starting to see this town starting to expand a little bit already. Well, just the first town I worked on. That's the one I'm bringing stuff into. I got a timber over here, well, but I'm going to leave that to the next video. I don't want this to drag. I just want you to sort of see this. Okay, the passengers have got off there. What happened there? Oh, they all got on the train. Now I've got 9 on the train. You can click on the little station icon. Click on your train icon. Tells you what's going on. Right, I think that's enough for today. And we're up to 1856. I can't think of any more to say. Well, if you like, leave a hit the like button. If you think I'm talking a whole lot of effluent, that's fine, tell me. That's interesting. I will go into that. I got goods going from there that way, goods going this way. All from a little supply from that little forest over there. And we've got oil go over here. We'll deal with that in the next video. And we'll get on to this sort of stuff. Trying to keep it at a reasonable length so I don't bore snot out here is you know, quite difficult. I know that there's 50 million people out there on YouTube at the moment. All of us trying to tell you how to play Train Fever. Nobody's right and nobody's wrong. We're all probably just people with time on our hands that want to help. Anyway, what happened to my people there? They all got dropped off at that station. Okay, I've got 5 on there now. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm Gordon Pilcher, and I'll catch you next time. See ya, have a good one.
Thank you.